Hi Capricorn, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a quick read in regards to your upcoming next relationship. I do want to thank you so much for joining me, but I also do want to remind you that this is general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I do more than appreciate you hitting that like button, commenting down below, claim this, let me know how it resonates, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't joined this Capricorn tribe already. Now, they're saying to let you know that I just woke up, so bear with me. It's quite early here. But for Capricorn from the Forest deck, the Sacred Forest deck, to see how Spirit would describe or view this connection, this relationship. Okay, patience and gratitude coming out right off the bat. I do feel like there's going to be an underlying focus on the fact that you're protected in the midst of dating this individual, and they'll even make you feel protected in their own individual way. You may feel like protecting them in certain ways, or as if you were guided towards them partially for that reason, right? Depending on, I feel like spirituality for some of you is connected to that, but I do feel like there's a need to, in the midst of getting this push from Spirit, to have an intense amount of patience with oneself, with them, with how the connection grows. I'm now hearing for some it's a bit off and on at times, but I do feel like there's a need to stay grateful, right, for the fact that you are connected to them. Okay, for some reconnected, but I do feel like you're needing to let go of certain levels of expectation, needing to recognize that this is helping you let go of old ways of dating and a new sense of perspective coming into play. And I also feel like they're letting go of certain views on things. I feel like you're helping each other through this connection to better assess and move forward with other connections, even not just between the two of you. Okay, I'm hearing a healthy connection. We also have happiness. There's a level of happiness, or certain levels of happiness, to be expected between the two of you, because I feel like you just, even if it's not spoken or fully spoken, you guys get each other, okay, on a core level, on a soul level. I do feel like it's a very spiritually guided, or just spiritually brought together kind of connection, right? Things will progress as they're meant to, and I really do feel like there's going to be times where you bring out the happiness in them, and then they bring out the happiness in you at other points. And this reminds each of you in your own individual way that you guys are just meant to date each other. Okay. The commitment will feel gratifying, is what I'm getting. Yeah, we have refuge. I really do feel as if there's a level of wanting to protect each other in certain different ways, right? The protection from Spirit will be reminded through synchronicities, angel numbers, certain tarot readings, through even Spirit speaking through them at times, simply saying, I've got your back, right? Or I've got you, okay? A very supportive connection. But I do feel like while we're pulling a lot here, I just feel like things in this connection are going to line up as they're meant to, okay? You will gradually get to know them and better understand what they've been through and how they are accustomed to dating. And I just feel like there's a level of power that is sort of in between the two of you. Now, partially I feel like this has to do with Spirit being connected to this this commitment, but I do feel like connection, but I do sense that you both sort of bring the power out in each other. You might want to watch Sagittarius' reading. It was all about, gaining gaining respect, getting into a power kind of couple. Bear with me. Now, I do feel like there could be moments where one, if not both of you, are spiritually messed with during the certain bonding moments, dating. And I do feel like this is going to be a learning curve for somebody, whether it's you or them. Interesting. People will support you is now what I'm getting. Family specifically coming to mind. Friends. I do feel like there's a level of needing to recognize that people see that you guys are meant to be together, or they're just simply happy for you, okay? Or they see that you're happy with them, right? Even if there are times when you guys have your ups and downs and that's not very visible or obvious to, they're saying, the naked eye, or to the public, right? Or to those you care most about looking in from an outside perspective. But I do sense that there's a level of people just being proud of you, right? I do sense that there's also, whether you ask for it or not, a bit of social media presence, or just you're probably posting something about the relationship, right? One of you at least. And I do sense that people are noticing that and admiring how you guys look together, I want to say, right? Or just how you complement each other, or just some potentially a little bit jealous. It happens. But I do feel like there's a focus on what each of you push the other to focus on. Does that make sense? But I do feel like there's a bit of a magical vibe about how you guys overcome obstacles together, how you help each other overcome your own individual obstacles, and how you just simply communicate with ease for the most part and allow for each other to grow in your individual way. And I just feel like moments where you speak upon the past will help you guys grow together and change your ways once again. That keeps being highlighted. But I do feel like there's a level of strength. This could be a Leo, Pisces, Gemini, I'm getting Aquarius and Libra, okay? So definitely an air sign coming into play in one way, shape, or form, and that could play into your one of your chart placements, if not both. But I do sense that, you'll act like an Aquarius at times. Being overly analytical, trying to sort of figure things out, being very caring in nature. Anyways, I do sense that there's a level of them, bear with me, even when you're spiritually messed with, there are things just feel a little bit confusing or rocky. There's a feeling that when you get together with them, you feel stronger, okay? And that's a good sign. And then I feel like they'll feel in a similar kind of way, even if, again, it's not expressed. Let's pull from the Light Seers deck. Let's see what else we get. One to be admired is now what I'm hearing. One to be admired. For my lovely Capricorns, the Star card. This is a wish come true, a wish fulfillment. I do feel like there's also going to be a focus in a very spiritual way, in a very, for some of you, religious way, but a connected way between the two of you on what you desire to see come to be in your individual life, and as far as success goes when it comes to a relationship, right? And I do feel, again, a very supportive vibe about them stemming towards you, and vice versa, in regards to completing certain wishes and goals and seeing your life improve and seeing success between the two of you. And I do feel like certain opinionated people might come into play, as I'm getting, as I'm hearing a lot of background noise. But I do feel as if it's up to you to silence them in your mind, right? Or just kind of put your foot down at certain points in a very appropriate, kind way. It's just, you need to trust your intuition and the guidance from spirit at this time, and even your partner's feelings in regards to how to move forward. Okay, because I do feel like at times your mind's going to be on fire, but it's a very passionate connection where you both just want things to unravel in a very strategic, appropriate manner. Okay, wanting to see a level of control come to be or come back to be. But I do feel like you're going to get a lot of downloads, again, a lot of synchronicities, and even they will, in regards to how things are meant to unravel, okay? And I do feel like both of your independence, especially yours, I feel the need to say, will take a highlight in their eyes, okay? Or in the eyes of the other. And I do feel as if you will be very excited, and they'll be very excited as well, but it's coming through as you mainly to meet up with them at certain points and update them on your individual endeavors, right? Successes, overcoming is what I'm getting. But yeah, I do feel like it's reminding you why certain completions in the past took place, okay? But also completions when it comes to self-improvement and when it comes to improving how you approach your dating in general, this relationship. But I do feel like they remind you that your world is changing for the better, and that simply makes you happy. There's going to be literal true love between the two of you. And that was interesting strategic wording, but I do feel like there's certain important decisions that their connection to you pushes you to focus on, okay? And that will help you improve things. Now, I do feel like you're going to be pushed to dig for your inner strength and realign one's mind with what's appropriate, healthy, strategic, when you feel the need to connect them to an old partner, right? Or an old person you dated or hooked up with, or even old friends that were unhealthy, or you even push oneself to over reflect on the beginning of the connection up until a certain point, right? That point, and allow for oneself to clear your mind and start fresh, even if it entails something like meditation, okay? Because I do feel like you're manifesting a lot as the connection goes through a bit of a death and rebirth, or you find you're each individually changing a lot as you grow together, okay? You get to know each other. But I do feel like there's a lot of honesty between the two of you, okay? Honesty coming from other people about the connection too, right? Opinions and whatnot, but I do feel as if you will glow in the midst of being honest with them. They'll glow in the midst of being honest with you, and you'll help each other grow all the meanwhile. Interesting. And again, I just feel like there's a release taking place as you guys bond, grow, and just even have fun together, right? A lot of beautiful dinners is what I'm getting, but I really do sense that there's a lot of candles at certain points that could create a level of romance, but I do sense, again, a true level of passion and fire between the two of you. They could be a fire sign, or you could have strong fire in your chart, but I really do feel like you're going to, for the most part, bring out the best in each other. But don't be surprised as this relationship pushes each of you to change in ways that is just eye-opening and simply meant to be. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. I am sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Capricorn.